Forget AI indicators and fancy names for a second. Today we're going back to one of the most classic trend following tools of all time, the Parabolic SAR. It's built into every trading platform, it's super simple to use, and yet most traders completely overlook it. But does it still work in 2025? And more importantly, can it actually make you money? In this video we are going to find out by testing it properly. 4 timeframes, 5 major assets, smart risk management, and a few tweaks that dramatically improved the results. I'm ATP, and if you love deep testing and real trading content, make sure to like and subscribe. Let's get started. Before we dive into the Parabolic SAR, just a quick note. If you have any indicator you would like me to test in future episodes, just leave them in the comments below or inside my free Discord community. Now let's head over to TradingView, which is the platform we'll be using for this entire test. If you are not using it yet, don't worry, it's free and you can use the link in the description to create your account and even claim a $30 bonus when you upgrade. So let's search for the indicator. Just open the Indicators tab, type Parabolic SAR and select the built-in one from TradingView. The Parabolic SAR, which stands for Stop and Reverse, was developed by the legendary trader Jay Wilder, the same mind behind RSI and ATR. Its concept is simple. The indicator follows price action with a series of dots that trail the price and flip sides when the trend changes. Here's how it works. When the dots are below the price, it signals a bullish trend and possible buy setups. When the dots flip above the price, it signals a bearish trend and possible sell setups. And so, every time the price crosses the dots, the trend is assumed to have reversed. The goal is to follow the trend closely and exit as soon as the reversal begins. It's clean, simple and very easy to read. But there's a catch. By default, it's very reactive, which can lead to lots of fake signals. But to fix that, we are going to use a smoother structure that still catches trends but avoids overtrading. Click the settings icon on the indicator and instead of the default values, input these: 0.01 on the start, 0.015 on the increment and 0.3 on the maximum. As you can see, this version is much smoother. The dots follow the trend without flipping at every minor pullback. This reduces noise and helps us stay in profitable moves longer. Now, if you want to take things even further, we also have a custom version of the Parabolic SAR that comes with extra features. It automatically shows buy and sell labels on the chart, and it works with TradingView's alert system, so you can create automated alerts for every new signal without the need to write any code. If you would like to use this version too, it's completely free. Just head over to our free Discord community, again the link is in the description, and check out the free materials channel. There you will find the full PineScript source code. All you have to do is copy it, open the Pine editor in TradingView, click New, select Indicator, paste the code, save, and finally click on the Add to Chart option, and that's it. Now that we have covered how to set up and use the Parabolic SAR, let's move on to the part that really matters. Discover if this indicator can actually make us money. And to make this test as realistic as possible, we are going to follow the same framework we have been using throughout this series. To begin, we are going to apply a simple but effective trend filter, the 200 period exponential moving average. This helps us stay aligned with a broader market direction and filter out trades that go against the trend. The rule is straightforward. If the price is above the 200 EMA, we will only take buy signals. If the price is below it, we will only consider sell signals. Next, we move on to the risk management. Every trade will include a clear stop loss and take profit. For the stop loss, we will use the ATR bands with a multiplier of 2, so every trade adapts dynamically to market volatility. For long positions, the lower band sets our stop loss, and for shorts, we use the upper band. As for the take profits, we'll stick with the 1 to 1.5 risk to reward ratio. Now, for the testing framework, we are going to assess this strategy across 4 different time frames to suit every type of trader. 5 minutes for scalping, 30 minutes for day trading, 1 hour for swing setups, and daily for long-term traders. We'll apply to 5 different markets: Bitcoin, Euro USD, gold, the S&P 500 and the Tesla stock, giving us a solid mix of crypto, forex, commodities and equities. For the testing window, we'll be using 2 full years of data, from July 2023 to July 2025. That includes bullish runs, sideways periods and big corrections. And of course, we are not doing this manually. The whole test is powered by our ATP indicators testing bot. It automatically applies the rules, tests every signal, calculates the real performance and gives us clean, proven and reliable stats. Just so you know, over 200 traders are already using this tool to validate their strategies and save hours of work. If you want to check it out, just visit algotradepro.com. Now that everything's ready, let's run the test. I will input the rules, fire up the bot, and be back in a moment with the full results across all assets and timeframes.
12 seconds later.
After setting up everything, almost 4,000 trades were analyzed using the ATP indicators testing bot. I downloaded all the results by asset and time frame and combined them to get a clear view of the overall performance. Let's start with a 5-minute time frame. Here we have nearly 1,400 trades. The win rate floated around 40% and the net profit was close to 200%. But before you get too excited, take a look at the equity curve. The strategy started strong, but later experienced a huge drop. Definitely not something you want to see on a live system. Digging deeper, we saw that Tesla and gold performed quite well, but the other 3 assets had negative results. Moving on to the 30 minutes time frame, the picture changes completely. After about 1,500 trades, we saw a more consistent performance. Win rate still above 40%, total net profit around 170% and a much smaller drawdown. Only one asset, Euro USD, showed negative results. On the other hand, Bitcoin stood out with over 140% in profit and just 15% drawdown. The equity curve is much healthier with some sideways periods, but overall showing a clear uptrend. Next, looking at the 1 hour time frame, the performance was softer. The strategy ended with a small 24% net profit, win rate again around 40%, but the equity curve was very flat. Some assets performed decently while others didn't. And finally, on the daily time frame, we had just 40 trades, but the results were surprisingly stable. The win rate was the highest, above 46%, and the strategy delivered a 24% profit, with the S&P 500 being the top performing asset in this time frame. Overall, Bitcoin and gold showed the best results, while Euro USD performed the worst. Now, to see if we can actually make this strategy work in live trading, I'm going to take the best performing combination, Bitcoin on the 30-minute time frame, and show you what the strategy looks like on a real account. Inside the ATP indicators testing bot, there is an option to simulate real-world conditions by adding commissions per trade. So, if I go to the Properties tab, I can input the fee I actually pay on my broker. In my case, I use XTB, which charges 0.02% per trade on Bitcoin. So that's exactly what I'm going to enter here. After clicking on OK, the bot updates the stats, and even with commissions included, the strategy remains strong. Over 70% in net profit, a max drawdown of around 22%, and a win rate of 43.51%. Of course, I could go back to the settings and test further, maybe adding a volume indicator or an extra trend indicator to refine entries and make the strategy even more robust. And if you want to do that yourself, the indicators testing bot is fully available for you to test and optimize any ideas. So with everything we have seen, I believe the Parabolic SAR deserves a solid place on our official strategy ranking table, this spot right here. Do you agree? Let me know in the comments below. This updated ranking is also available on my website. Just click on the free content, scroll down and you will find it. And that's it. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.